Hello everyone, welcome back to another video. Today we're joined by Isaac again. We're going to be doing another round review. How are you feeling, Isaac? Second time on the channel?
Yep, it should be a good one. Can't say I've watched any games other than North this weekend, but should go well.
Yeah, I should have that covered. Alright, let's get into it. Starting off with Geelong beating Brisbane by 27 points. Closer to Brisbane's home ground. I'm surprised they didn't do as well as I expected them to. I did tip them by about, I tipped them by about 28 points and they lost by 27, so not the greatest start for my tipping, but a big win for the Cats. They're now second on the ladder. So yeah, that was Thursday night's game. Friday, a very low scoring game with the Pies and the Hawks. 32 points, 27 to 59. It wasn't the best game, to be honest. Hawthorn did really bad. I think that's their lowest score since 1975, I'm pretty sure. So that is, not good for the Hawks. Alright, on to the Saturday games. We got my team, the Dockers, taking on the Saints. Jeez, what a win.
Game of the round,
yeah,
from what I've
100%.
seen.
Well, for me it was. Down by 36 points at quarter time. And we somehow came back and won by 6. Jeez, I'm not, if the Dockers are down by about 10 points, they're just not going to come back. So I just have no idea how they came back from 36 points. Incredible.
Yeah. Bizarre.
Yeah, the Saints didn't score a goal, I don't think, in the third quarter. The third quarter was all ours.
That's rough.
And yeah, wonderful performance. 2 wins in a row heading back to Perth. So that'll be good next week, the derby against the Eagles. Alright, next up we had the Eagles taking on the Crows. Once again, a bit of a shocker, very low scoring, 67 to 34. West Coast just easily had that one. Yeah, Adelaide, just horrible this year. Really have nothing to say about them. I think they're 0-6. We've played 6 rounds. So they haven't won one game out of their 6 rounds. That is appalling. Next up we had Melbourne and Gold Coast. Melbourne winning by 17 points. Wonderful performance from the D's. The Suns just really didn't show up, didn't perform well at all. And the D's just, bring it home, easy.
Well, this is going to be a pretty sad story, so get your tissues out, right, Henchy fans. But in that game, the D's were wearing black armbands for someone we know, and guy was 50 years membership for the Melbourne footy club, and so they just wore the black armband, which I couldn't believe. So yeah.
Wait, did you know him?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Jeez, that's pretty sad. All right, on to your game. You can take us through this one. Seems like it's the only one you watched this round.
Yeah. Well, normally I'd be happy when we lose to a top 4 team. I think they're top 4 by 14 points or something.
Yeah, 14
But
points.
Our game style was just that bad. There was some good elements like Zohar's bump, Benny Brown just atrocious. We have no forward line. Benny Brown can't mark it or bring it to ground, and even when he does bring it to ground, we've got no crummers. Essendon looked way more fast. Way more fast. They had intention when they were going down the field.
Yeah,
we
I'm
just kicked it hopelessly.
surprised that they only won by 14 points, because let's be honest, the last few weeks, North Melbourne probably been one of the worst in the comp. Yeah. Probably not as bad as Adelaide, but probably, second worst in the comp. Essendon have been performing very well, won against the Pies last week, so I'm surprised they only won by 14 against the Kangas.
I mean, they were missing a lot, probably should have won by about 8 goals, to be fair.
Yep, Sunday games. We have Port Adelaide winning against GWS by 17 points. So you haven't watched any of the Sunday games?
Well, I saw on Geordie and Sam's story, and they were just 7 points up, 5 points up, and then and I was like, thanks guys. If you hadn't have told me that, I would never have known. And then I think Port Adelaide are doing pretty well. Don't know if they've played huge opposition, but they look pretty good.
GWS would be a pretty dangerous opponent. I'm pretty sure they played at Metricon, so once again, Port Adelaide's been there for the past few weeks, but GWS have been hovering around New South Wales and Queensland, so a pretty good performance from Port Adelaide, because I thought GWS would easily be able to take that home. Seems so it's like closer to their home ground, but obviously Port Adelaide have been in the Queensland hub for a few weeks. Alright, second last game of the round. Yesterday, geez, this was a shocker. 34-26, Richmond versus Sydney. Jeez, one of the worst games I've watched. I just kept on watching it and I was like, when are they going to score? Because 26-34, that's a total of 60 points, and Port Adelaide scored 63, and that's still low scoring. So for both teams to score a total of 60,
that's
that is
boring,
pretty
even
appalling.
in quarantine.
Yeah, no, I think it was raining for most of the game, but yeah, not really any excuses with the rain to score a total of 60 points for both teams. And then last game, we had the Blues taking on the Dogs. I tipped the Dogs by 52, they lost by 52, not the greatest there. 103-51, I'm pretty sure. I was just watching the highlights before, and I'm pretty sure Eddie Betts scored a goal with like 2 seconds remaining in the last quarter to get him into the 100 points. So it was 103-51 final score. But yeah, shocker from the Bulldogs.
Yeah,
expected much more than that.
Never seen my dad happier, to be honest.
Oh yeah, because last week, horrible performance against the Saints, and then somehow they just bring this out against the Dogs. It's always against the Dogs though. They always win against the Dogs.
Yeah, I don't know.
But they've been really good this year, the Western Bulldogs. So I'm surprised they lost against Carlton.
Riding the Teague train.
Once again. We'll go through the ladder today. Why not? We'll make that a thing. We'll go through the ladder after each review, and we'll talk about why they're there and stuff and how they've been performing. So we'll start off from 18th and we'll go up to first. Starting with Adelaide, obviously horrible performance every single game. 0-6, just 18th, they deserve to be there. Sydney 17th. They were average first 2 games and then they just dropped off really bad. I thought I'm not too sure with my season predictions a few months ago before all this COVID stuff happened. I think I predicted the Swans to make the 8, or maybe I didn't say that in the video, but yeah, a few months back I did think that the Swans would make the 8, but obviously 17th, I don't think they'll have a chance at coming back up. 16th, we have the Kangaroos. Yeah, just just horrible, to be honest. Almost, I think Freo had a percentage of 87, North Melbourne have 85.9, but we had a percentage of 87 before we won against the Saints, and now we're up to 91, so we're doing pretty well. If we win next round, then we will go up to 12th, which is only 2 positions up. But 15th, Melbourne, they've been, once again, they've been average, not the greatest. Probably more on the bad side than good. Next, we have the Dockers at 14th. Once again, we have put up a good fight against everyone, I guess. We did show what we could perform against the Saints.
Imagine the Dockers without Fife. That would just be dreadful.
It would be the second Adelaide right now, I reckon. 13th, we have Hawthorn. Once again, in my early season predictions, I predicted them to go top 4. And with my updated season predictions I uploaded, I think last week, I put them in 4th, and then I didn't end up doing the video until like 2 weeks after I wrote down the predictions. So then I had to change around the ladder and stuff because teams were winning. And I put the Dogs in the 8, which I don't think that's going to happen if they perform as bad as they did on Sunday. 12th, we have the Dogs. I think they're only 12th because they lost by a pretty big margin yesterday against the Blues. But Freo have better percentage than the Bulldogs. It's just that they've won 1 more game than us. 11th, we have West Coast. They're building back.
West Coast are 11th? I would have thought they're like 17th.
Yeah, no, they've been building back after their horrible first few rounds. They've been building back, and I reckon, they're going pretty well. Just need to build up that percentage because obviously, first few games, their percentage was horrible because of their performance. 10th, we have GWS. They're look, it doesn't help with Port Adelaide winning against them on Sunday. But yeah, they could, obviously, very easy for them to still make the 8th, 10th. 12 points. So yeah, 9th, we have the Gold Coast Suns, lost their past 2 games in a row. Oh, look, I think it's going downhill for the Suns. I reckon
Matty
they
Rao
had their few rounds, and then Matty Rao got injured, and now it's all downhill, I reckon, for the Suns. 8th, we have Carlton sneaking into the top 8. Don't reckon they'll be there for long, but they're sitting there after round 6.
They're just too unconvincing for me, I don't know.
Yeah, they're all over the place, to be honest. 7th, we have St Kilda. Look, they've gone down because they lost against us on the weekend, but still in top 8, that's alright. 6th, we have Richmond. Good build back, to be honest, for Richmond, because they were, I'm pretty sure, at the end of round 5, they were like 15th or something. They were doing horrible. And then, yeah, they've just come back stronger than ever, like West Coast. And yeah, they've somehow made the 8. 5th, we have Collingwood. They've been performing alright, pretty good. Percentage 142, second best in the league. So yeah, pretty easy to understand that Collingwood would be in the top 8.
Yeah. I think I tipped
well.
them for the flag. Oh no, I think I tipped West Coast for the flag, which is a bit stupid.
But I tipped, in my season predictions from like before all the COVID stuff.
Yeah.
I predicted them to come first on the ladder, and for the first few rounds, they were just going horrible. Because like, if you think about it this way, last year you wouldn't really expect Port Adelaide to be in the top 4. Because I reckon they're a team. Because last year they're a team to come either 8th, 9th, 10th, 11th, around there. But yeah, I don't think top of the ladder. Geez, they've been going pretty well. Have versed some easy opponents.
Yeah.
But anyway, 4th, we have the Bombers. Bombers have been going very well.
Very well.
Just one win off the top of the table. But
they could have got more percentage against us.
Yeah, wasn't the greatest performance against the Kangas. 3rd, we have the Lions. They've been performing really well. Lockie Neal, probably. 2nd, we have the Cats. They've been performing, they've been outstanding, to be honest. They've been very good. And then 1st on the ladder, we have Port Adelaide. Most points, 20 points. Pretty much, I think they've lost 1 game. And that was against the Lions at the Gabba, I think, last week. That's going to be it for today's video. I hope you all enjoyed. Thanks, Isaac, for being in the video. Hopefully, we're going to try and do this maybe every 2nd week. Anyway, make sure you guys like, subscribe, and I'll see you all in the next one.